Josh from Tall Toad Music in Petaluma, coming from my little home studio to you again with a super cool guitar. A lot of times these videos have brand new guitars that we have in stock, and recently we've done a few with some of these really cool vintage guitars that we get through, and we always have a lot of vintage gear, guitars, basses, amps that come through the store, so keep an eye on the website and keep an eye on the inventory. It tends to come and go pretty fast. So today I have a 1926 Martin Single Ot 18. That's a single O 18. Super, super cool guitar. This one has obviously been refinished. It was actually, had a lot of these repairs done at the Martin factory. It's got really nice vintage style tuners, beautiful refinishing job. The period correct bridge, everything, really beautifully done by Martin. 12 fretter. This is right around the time when they started building guitars to take steel strings. Certain models started a little earlier than others. You can do all that research on your own online. We're just here to give you a little preview of it because it's a super cool guitar. All right, so I'll do what I always do. I'll do a little strumming, and then I'll do a little fingerstyle, and we're gonna do a little reprise lesson on some Mississippi John Hurt style phrases, kind of taken off of one of the versions of Spike Driver Blues that exists. So pretty cool little static G thing. Maybe not 1000% like John did it, but pretty close to maybe give you guys some ideas. As always, no fancy miking, no post EQing or anything. I just put a mic pointed at the 12th fret and a mic to talk to y'all. So here's some strumming. Really a little cannon. Okay, here's a little finger style. Just a glorious little guitar. Also weighs basically nothing. Kind of has this well-worn in neck, even though it's been refinished. It's a nice soft V wide neck. I think over 1 3/4 it feels like. Okay, so here is some of that Spike Driver Blues sort of thing. So we're gonna probably call it an intermediate lesson because hopefully you already have this alternating thumb situation sorted down. Now I'm gonna play, just because I am who I am, I'm kind of playing a real straight thumb and thumb with just one string. There's some other John Hurt videos on here, and I probably already said that he does a lot of this, like where he's kind of catching a couple strings. And if you listen to it, we're gonna kind of simplify it a little bit, but I'm gonna give you some of these left-hand phrases that are just cool to use in any sort of blues. So I forget which version I'm taking it off of. There's maybe 3 or 4 or 5 versions of John doing this. Maybe not even that many, maybe 2 or 3. So, that's our first phrase, okay? Okay, so we're going, our melody is going, or that's more it right there. Okay, so our thumb is just gonna go, and there's some beginning exercises, other lessons that we have that might help. Quick little tune there, sorry. So there's another exercise on here if you're still working with that. So again, this is sort of an intermediate lesson. So our first melody is going. Okay, so we're going G, down to the F, back up to the G, so that's 3rd fret, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and then we hit the G again, and then we hit this minor 3rd, which is our pinky on the 3rd fret, G string, open B string, then the open G string, okay, so. Okay, so we're gonna have to go squeeze, 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 ring, index, middle, sorry, it's hard to slow it down. So that's going, that's bass, index, squeeze the D and the B. That's our hardest little move. There it is. Sorry guys, hard to slow it down. It's kind of the quintessential John phrase, so that's ring, bass, 1, squeeze, 1, and I always advocate 1, 2, 3 on the top 2 strings, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger. Okay, so that's our first phrase. Okay, so, and it's up to you if you want to hit just the 1 string or kind of do the strum. Okay, so when he gets done with that phrase, on this version I'm going off of, he does this thing that he does all the time where he makes a 6th here. He puts his middle finger, well actually I'm not sure what finger he's using, but we'll put our middle finger on the E note here, the D string, 2nd fret. We keep our thumb doing it, but now that's our 2 bass notes, a G and an E, so. Okay, so while we have that there, we're going. So that melody is the same little combination notes. B string, that's a B flat with our pinky on the 3rd fret. And then we end with our open G, so. And when we get to that open G, we pull this off so we have these bass notes again, so. Sorry. So he's going. So he's hitting that B, I think. I haven't listened to it for 15 minutes or so, but even if you just did. Sorry. Yeah, so that's basically our phrase. Do with it as you want. He, I believe, let's go on. Okay, so he plays that. Now it's back open. Now he goes. So we want to kind of get into this shape is how I play it. Still our ring finger down there. I got my pinky on the D note, B string, 3rd fret. And then the F note on the high E there, and we're going same little timing. So that's F, D, E, F. Keeping this. I'm sure at times he probably does with the other bass going. But I think in this version he's going. Okay, so far we got nice and slow. I played that timing a little wrong. The timing is main point I kind of want to get to you guys out of this is he kind of does this little steppy thing. He does it in a bunch of his songs where he's stepping down or stepping up. And what I mean by it is kind of these phrases together. And then here he's like going, and he goes up, and he goes up a little again. And the last one is, that's G, D, open E, G. So that's kind of one little pocket. This is sort of one little pocket. This is sort of one little pocket. And if you listen to his catalog, you'll hear that there's a lot of that where he'll just kind of be going with, you know, various timings and sorry. Sometimes he's doing more of the strums, sometimes he's putting in, you know, multiple notes. And he does this little sixth all the time if you listen. He does some more complicated timings with it, but I would just get used to those little pockets if you want to kind of get some John Hurt phrases in there. And this is definitely from the Spike Driver, but it's in a lot of his stuff. Okay, sorry, a little convoluted, guys. I just kind of listened and had the idea to do this on this guitar. A beautiful, at this point in 2018, 92-year-old guitar that plays just beautifully. It's a joy, a little Cannon. We take consignments if you want to consign your vintage gear, or we always have lots of vintage gear coming through our store. So keep track on the website. There's an actual vintage link for guitars and basses and amps. Thanks, everyone.